Hello, everyone. Happy Saturday. Welcome back. You are watching the M.O.N.Comics Big Five Live, a monthly show where I go out and search YouTube for other comic book content creators and bring them together and ask them to bring 5 books that are important to them or have stories or just to teach us a little bit about themselves, what they collect in their channel. And tonight, I'm very excited to be hosting again. Since I think 2 Christmases ago. They were like my 2 Decembers ago. Members of the esteemed Codex channel. These guys have been doing YouTube for a lot longer than me, and their combined knowledge is just it's fascinating. If you want to learn stuff about comics, not only their stories, the characters, the artists, the writers, these are the guys you go to on YouTube. They are CBC Award nominated. So they are looking to try to get into the finals this year. CBC Awards are still open to nominate channels. And how channels get into the finals is the more people that nominate that channel and say, hey, these guys are doing it right, the better chance they have to get into the finals. And these guys definitely deserve it. And I'm going to bring them out all together because they do form like Voltron. So I'm going to bring out Dan Kelly, Uncle Gary, and Sal. We're just waiting on Jamie. And we'll get it going. Gentlemen, happy Saturday night. Thank you again for blessing my channel.
Well, thank you for having us. You didn't learn your lesson from the first time, did you?
No, I was like, I guess I tell everyone in the chat, it's going to be a 3-hour episode. Gary's going to show 1/16 of his collection.
well, we told you last time, the first time, if anything went wrong, it was our fault. If you invited us back and things go haywire, this is your fault. This is all on me. Yeah.
This is all on me. But everyone in the chat, also remember, if you're hanging out and you have nothing to do after this show, we're going to go right over to the Codex station for a show. I got some overtime in the morning. I'm going to hang as long as I can. But this is just, if you want to learn about some stuff you didn't know, maybe see some comics you didn't know, maybe some surprises, hang out and give away. I'm going to give some books to some people in the chat, and the board is welcome to play along too. So how's everything been going with you guys?
Doing all right.
Good. Enjoying the summer.
Yeah. It is summer in all of our areas. And gosh, nice weather. Finally stopped raining in upstate New York. Did you guys get a lot of rain where you are in the beginning of summer?
Yeah, we've been getting a lot recently. Yep. We lost power where I live the other night for a few hours because of the storm.
It's been hot as hell. But yesterday, me and a couple of buddies went to the Frank Frazetta Museum in Pennsylvania, so I recommend that. Pick me up a nice shirt. Pick me up a nice button, a coin that's going to go to one of my buddies, Mighty Mike Harbor. He doesn't know yet. That'll be his Christmas or a birthday present for him. He's not watching, so we'll be okay. I can tell him. And just got to see the largest collection of original Frazetta pieces in one place, and it was pretty amazing. And they did have replica prints, and they showed you which ones weren't the real ones because he had 4 kids, and the collection got separated. But the other children seemed to sell theirs off a bit. And Frank Jr., who this is through his part of the family, they have kept these together on the compound that Frazetta bought in Pennsylvania, and he pretty much stayed there. I think it's, God, did they say it's 35 acres or something like that, and that's where he spent most of his life and very rarely came off the compound. And for creators and people that wanted to see they had to go there. Yeah. And we got a tour from Frank Frazetta's daughter-in-law.
That's incredible.
Personalized service.
Gary sent me a picture, and I saw not only his daughter-in-law, but the pictures in the background, the paintings from Frazetta, and that's just. I had seen advertisements for the museum in different comic book pages and stuff.
It's not huge. It's easily accessible. Thursday through Sunday they're open. My recommendation is go Thursday or Friday during the week, because Saturday or Sunday you'll have more people. It's a small parking lot, and with the spade, you may get the more personal service by going during the Thursday or Friday. $15 admission. Well worth it.
Yeah, for sure. To see history, pieces of literal art,
and get a tour by a family member. His granddaughter was there working there. His daughter-in-law was working there. Got a lot of personal stories. Very much, very very well worth it. And some of his comics were hanging there too. So
that's awesome. Awesome.
I wore a shirt, Ghost Rider number.
I saw that
Ghost Rider Frazetta cover shirt, and Ghost Rider 4 they had on the wall there. That was really cool. So.
Oh my God! What's up, Jamie?
No, buddy. Sorry about that.
It's all good. It's your turn to be on the Big Five Live. I know the first time we hosted it, you couldn't be here, so I'm honored to have the person of the Codex station on the channel.
I couldn't get on either, so I was definitely looking forward to this.
Oh, Dan too. That's right.
Yeah, I watched it last time, and after they did it, I said, I'm going on next time.
Yeah, I was definitely going to be here. Sorry about that. I had family obligations. So,
dude, say no more. It's all good. Let me just say hi to the chat real quick before we get going. I don't know if you guys have watched since I had you on last time. Before I had everyone show their books at once, and now I kind of do like a round robin thing where I just highlight everyone. They get to talk about the book, so we can weigh in. So that's a little different. We got Chris Parker. What's up, dude? I'm excited to hang out with you next weekend for Fantastic Four. It's finally coming out. We'll see Galactus for real. What's up, Matt from M.O.N.Comics? Matt is one of my new cleaner pressers that has worked on a couple books for me. Might be showing one of those tonight. Uncanny Derek Comics. What's going on, dude?
Right.
He is on he's on Nate's show tomorrow. So the Sunday Hangover show. Nice. We got Richard Westfall, the super fan. The super fan everywhere. What's up, Jay from Jab's Expensive Paper?
What's up, buddy?
Who else? Oh, William, what's going on, dude? It's finally nice to have you, dude. The Rider 95. He has an incredible card collection of Marvel cards, Ghost Rider, Man-Thing, and stuff on Instagram. Nice. Scotty, my cousin. What's going on, Scotty? The designer of the M.O.N.Comics logos in the house. Man from Beantown. What's going on, my friend? I hope you're picking up some monster comics lately because I'm really not. Derek Needham, what's going on, dude? Thanks for always stopping by. I really appreciate that. TM Nerdy, there's an OG YouTube right there, man. Another wellspring of comic knowledge.
What's up, TM?
Comics Embraced, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in to the live stream. And I think we're caught up. I think that's good for right now.
That's a good lineup, bud.
That's a good. Yeah, we got some power hitters. So I'm just going to show the giveaway books I'm going to do tonight. I'll come up with a hashtag. We'll do this like halfway through the show, but I've got a little. It's going to go Bronze Age tonight.
That's the one that's got the curse word in it. The cover.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got a beat up copy of that I found at this used bookstore that has comics. You know, like a little section of comics, and I got a copy of that for like $2.50,
featuring Daredevil and X-Men. So that's in the giveaway. X-Men and Alpha Flight #1.
Nice.
Awesome. Two-part series. This I thought if we love comics, we love history. Last of the Mohicans, a lot of this history took place very close to me. James Fenimore Cooper's from Cooperstown, New York. It's 40 minutes from me. This plays out just like the book or just like the movie in a bridge version. I just thought it was an awesome cover.
That is a great cover.
Yeah. One for Uncle Gary, Superman and Swamp Thing.
Written by Alan Moore.
Nice.
Yes, beautiful cover.
Nice.
Beautiful cover. And one more for the DC lovers. New Teen Titans issue. It's a 20 or 22. One issue after first appearance of Brother Blood, but great Perez piece right there.
God love me some Perez.
That's okay.
Yeah, so these are the books for the giveaway. I will ship internationally. I'll tell you the hashtag in a little bit. But guys, let's start seeing some comic books. That's what we're here for.
Yes.
Up first, it was the first guy that was in the room tonight, Sal.
Sal.
All right. So one book at a time, correct?
Yeah. One book at a time.
What are the odds it'll be Slab?
Right. What are the odds it'll be Venom?
There you go.
I don't know.
100 out of 100.
I don't know if I got a Venom book in this list. We'll have to see later. But this first book, I'm going to give a shout out to my buddy Dan, the Kelly Art, because he did this one for me.
Oh,
he did a blank sketch for me. He is a bona fide CGC registered artist, so I got this graded as a 9.0. But not only is my favorite Transformer from G1 Sideswipe on there, but his brother is on the back.
Nice.
That's sick, dude. As a Transformers fan, I approve.
And
awesome.
Dan Kelly
Slab the Sal guy.
Label, signed by Dan Kelly, signed it, signature label. He is genuine, certified, bona fide, CGC recognized artiste.
That's right. That is right.
They got 90 extra bucks out of me because they dropped that whole submission and dented the corners and said that
my book got the worst. My book got the worst grade.
Yes.
But I don't care. It's fine with me.
It's still one of one.
The one
of one, Sal.
Yeah, man. I just love having the G1, my favorite Sideswipe, man. That was my favorite back in the day.
Sideswipe.
So, yeah, man.
Yeah.
A red Lambo? Who doesn't love a red Lambo? Come on.
There's Richard Westfall dropping Dan Kelly's a link to his Instagram. Where you
Look
can
at
check
that,
out.
Richard. See,
Go,
Richard
Go
is
Instagram.
clean
He's
up
got
everything.
follow.
He's on
Buy
point, dude.
stuff from him. Buy some stuff from him. Make your money his money.
That's
And then
right.
he can buy more comics and show them here.
Dude,
Exactly.
sketch covers are way like what those guys that just went to Heroes Con got me a sketch cover, and I'm like, if I go back to cons or start like, why wouldn't I be buying sketch cover? They're one-on-ones. There's nothing else.
Well, one of the things I'm doing for Baltimore this year, I've only got one done so far, but I'm looking at the creators are going to be there, and then I'm finding books that they've worked on that have sketch covers, and I'm going to do the sketch covers myself and then get them to sign them. So I've already got a Superman one done that Eddie Barrow I'm going to ask him to sign.
Nice, dude. Nice.
Awesome.
So Sal, that was a good first book, starting us with Transformers. And since
Yeah.
Dan drew it, let's have
Hopefully
Dan come up.
There we go.
All right, so all the the 5 books I picked out tonight. I realize this collar sags like a lot.
It's just extra sexy.
Jungle.
I
Yeah.
guess,
You're channeling
Run through the
Uncle
jungle,
Gary.
baby. That's right.
you're in the jungle, baby. All the books I picked out, all have a little bit of story, I guess, behind them, like sentimental reason that I picked them. So the first one I picked to show off, like since we're on M.O.N.Comics, I figured I'd show one of the books I won from M.O.N.Comics. So,
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Comics 428, first appearance of Black Orchid. Is pretty good condition for this. Brandon did a big giveaway a while ago, like about a year ago or so, right?
I think that wasn't my. What was that? It was a huge giveaway that you won.
It was over a year ago because I've been at my current job for about a year, and this was when I was at the job before that. When I saw it a while ago. So yeah, I got. As I remember, like I entered it, like everybody was entering, and I'm like, whatever, I never win anything, I'll enter anyways. And then Tim actually had messaged me one morning when I was at work. He's like, "Did you see the video Brandon put up?" I'm like, "No, I haven't watched it yet." He's like, "Go check it out." I'm like, "Oh yeah, okay, I'll go check it out." And I'm thinking, "Oh man, did Tim win the contest? That's cool." And I watch it, and then when you picked it, put my name up, I was like, "Oh, holy shit!" So yeah, it's it's a bunch of books, so obviously I couldn't show them all. So I picked this one because it's a really cool first appearance. I got the Man-Thing plushie. It sits on my old desk right here by me.
Twinning, yes.
Yeah, the
Hellboy book too is in the shot too. That was
Hellboy's frequently there. I got the cards that you gave me up on the wall here. I got the Avengers poster hung up there. I got
Oh yeah, the Avengers poster, the Age of Ultron red outline. That was a sick one.
Yeah, that's really awesome. So I got all that here. So that's my first one, courtesy of Brandon himself.
I love that cover.
It's a great cover too.
Absolutely, it is.
So
All right.
thank you for that, and that's how I'm starting off the night.
Thank you, Jamie.
Ooh.
What's up, dude?
All right. Well, like I said, I am sorry for the little bit of lateness. Like my little cousin graduated.
That's freaking
8th grade,
awesome.
So I was at his graduation party.
He was taking a nap.
Yeah, that too. It was a long day, man. No, but first one I am a huge Power Rangers fan. So I pulled myself off the wall this time. But this one actually Wes over at Comics Evolution picked up for me, and I had him grade it. It's the first issue of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Is that their first appearance in comics?
Yes.
Wow.
Sick, dude. I
What year
have a
was that?
soft
What
spot
year?
for that.
This is from, let's see if it is on there. I think it's 95, 96.
96.
So yeah, it's the one I've wanted. I'm gonna get the rest of them. I think there was 5 issues in the line.
Jamie wasn't even born in 96.
Yeah, I was more than 91.
Dude, that show, I love that show because I was a little older. I was a little older for it, so like I didn't really watch it, but like Ultraman was already out from Japan, so like, and he was fighting kaijus, so like I saw that saying, I was like, that's cool, and I love that America grasped a hold of it and finally like realized like how awesome those shows could be.
Yeah.
I remember growing up with Voltron, and I was like, what is this Voltron knockoff?
Oh shit, good first one. Okay, Uncle Gary.
All right.
Well,
So
first, before Uncle Gary goes, what book aren't you going to show?
Listen, listen. First of all, the first time I was on here, I was like, I've got to pick 5 books, and I got over 60,000. How the hell am I supposed to?
Ooh, Turbo.
But this and last time, I had a great time showing. Oh, you can't see this. You can't see this. You can't see this. Showing Brandon all the great books he couldn't see because he limited me to 5. So I can't top that. So this time we're just going to do minimally. We'll do the 5. And because Brandon is a horror guy and a monster guy, I figured I would get him some little rarities that maybe he's never seen before, unless, maybe he was on the Codex show the week I first got this. But he wanted me to do golden, then silver, bronze, copper, and modern age. So we're going to give five books from those eras that hopefully he hadn't seen the majority of them. But we're going to start out from 1952, cover by Murphy Anderson, Strange Adventures number 21.
Ooh.
Who doesn't love to go fishing?
Yeah.
I love that cover. I've seen it. I didn't know you owned it. Oh my God.
Yeah, so evidently I'm not mirrored. So sorry, fellas, it's backwards there. So
No, you're right.
Not to us. No, it's good.
No, it's good.
Okay. So you're seeing it straight up. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
So this is a scarce one. It's from 52. It's one that when it does, my buddy Damien, Warthog Comics, he's a dealer. He only sees it occasionally. People have it, they don't get rid of it. So there you go. So Strange Adventures 21, Golden Age Goodness 1952, Murphy Anderson, and that's a hell of a fishing cover, right?
I wonder what kind of bait he used. Maybe I don't know. I thought the woman would have been the bait, but yeah, maybe he's snag fishing.
Well, he grabbed the dude's pole, and now he's got him. And when he goes back home in Monsterland, do you think he says he caught one this big?
Yeah, right. That is, I've seen it. Only pictures of it. I've never seen it.
Maybe the guy's the bait. He's trying to get the girl. Maybe
there you go.
No, I don't know. I think he's gonna start with the guy, and the girl will be dessert.
Winner of the comments is Richard Westfall with Coldplay concert tickets.
Oh, there we go. Exactly.
You win, Richard.
That would have been hilarious.
Yep.
Oh my God, gorgeous,
So anyway,
Uncle Gary.
I just didn't know if you had seen this in person.
Never. Thank you for sharing that. I always love a good Gillman, and that is just an amazing cover.
Yes. So again, I tailored everything towards you. If you get your butt over here to Baltimore,
I can just see it all.
You're close enough. You can make a trip to the museum, my friend, and partake of the goodness.
And you'll need at least a day just to do that.
Yeah, no, for
sure. You're not even going to see everything.
I've watched the video a couple times of the tour.
If Brandon decides to go out to Baltimore next year, well,
I know. That's what we said. Absolutely.
The videos, as me and Sal, the ones that made the video, yes. It doesn't capture it all.
Oh, it does not.
The only way you could capture it all is to physically be there.
I got a buddy that says it's like going and viewing the Grand Canyon. You think you've seen it all, but you just haven't seen it all. Every time you go, there's something new you notice.
I'm ready. Do you have chairs we can sit down and read into?
Yes. Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
There's a plethora.
Which room do you want to sit in?
Yeah.
And read? We've got chairs.
Oh yeah, the library's pretty awesome too.
It is.
And the den ain't bad.
I'm in. All right, I gotta follow that up.
Comics Embrace. Yeah, he does. He has a place to show him off on Uncle Gary's showcase on our channel.
Yeah, the Codex Station Comics Embraced. Right after this show, actually, they're going to do their show, and Gary will do a showcase at the end of it, and you can just learn a lot and see a lot of books that you usually don't see. With that said, I don't know if any of you guys have seen this yet, but someone who's in the chat, actually, Jay from Jab's Expensive Paper. One thing I found in this hobby is there's no shortage of people that like to help you spend your money by tagging.
We got one. His name is Uncle Gary.
Yeah,
I do my best, and nobody ever complains on any book I steer them toward.
I complain with tears of joy.
I didn't complain about
it now too. Every week when we go to the shop and he looks at something, I'm like, "You should buy that, man. Treat yourself. You deserve it."
Well, Jay did that to me. He tagged me. I forgot the website that was selling this, but this was Something is Killing the Children. Issue 42 Virgin Variant by Bjorn Berens.
Wow, look at that.
That is creepy looking.
It is Crazy with Erica Slaughter with some. I mean,
Nice.
it's a beautiful painted
whole
cover.
series is crazy.
Yeah, the detail. So like I already had issue 42, but like when he sent this, I hadn't even heard of Bjorn Berens. And then I started going down that rabbit hole. He's done some great work on Spawn. He's done amazing work on Ghost Rider. Like he is just a talented artist. So I got to give a shout out to Jay for hooking me up with this amazing monster cover. Just nice. She's just beautiful painted. Erica's so gorgeous.
That is awesome. Gary, how many issues of It's Always Killing the Children does Mike own?
Oh my God!
Last time I talked to him, it was there's 44 right now out. I think it was 262.
So he just went after all the variants. I can see I can go down the rabbit hole.
Every damn variant. Yeah.
I see it. And it's fun. It's like if you're a collector, like going after those to get all those variants and stuff is really fun. I could see how someone could dedicate to it. And it's not that expensive unless there's like really rare ones, like it's not horrible. This was like, I think that was $20 or $25. It was stupid. I was like, whatever.
Awesome book. Cool cover.
Yeah.
I love the blades being buried in that thing.
God, I love that book. I love that
series.
story.
It's such a good series.
Okay, round 2. I kind of just keep pushing everyone down, so I'm going to start again for round 2, and then we'll go back to Sal in the rotation. This one was gifted to me by Hagen of Lettuce and
Hagen.
Yeah, you guys know him, you love him, and
we do.
This is unrecognized or very recognizable. It is the Alex Ross timeless.
Oh, cool!
One of my favorite villains, the Mandarin.
That's awesome.
That is great.
I just went right. 2 years ago, you guys talked to me. I was collecting all the old stuff, and now I'm into the Silver Age the modern and the beautiful art and stories. And Alex Ross is just crazy. Eric from SideQuest Comics just got to meet him. I forgot where he was, but he got some stuff signed by him. Yeah,
really. How did he manage that? Because Ross is notorious for not being in person.
Dude, check out SideQuest Comics on Instagram, and you'll see how he got his shot. I think it was in Chicago somewhere. And there might have been at a gallery showing or something, and he was there.
There's a local university here, Shenandoah University. About 5 or 6 years ago, he had an appearance here. Lines were like a mile outside. Outside of the university.
Thank you.
I missed it. Oh my goodness. And it's just so rare that he does a public signing.
Yeah.
Yes, no, for sure. So I knew it was a big deal too when he did that. So that is my second book.
Nice.
Sal, back to you.
Comics Embrace, thank you for subbing to the Codex.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate that.
Oh yeah,
right.
love those subs.
Next up, since we have a nice Superman movie out, I figure I'd go a little Action Comics here.
Nice.
Action Comics number 1000. That signed by Dan Jurgensen.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, Jurgen.
That's a beautiful thing. This actually came out of his personal collection.
Shut up.
Nice.
Yep.
How do you get something like that?
I just randomly found it on one of those for sale.
I guess
he gets it because Dan Jurgens' back door wasn't locked.
Yeah. So it's just from the personal collection of Dan Jurgens. Witness signature by Dan Jurgens on 2/7/21. So, yeah.
Well, they send all the books that these guys work on. The companies send them their whatever their comp copies or whatever they call it. So it was probably from that. But man, that's awesome.
Great signature.
Yeah,
great signature placement.
Perfect.
The cover is awesome.
Yep.
Walk into his house and take it.
Yep.
He used the best spot he absolutely could to sign that book.
Yeah, he sure did.
Yes, indeed.
My mind's blown. That was his copy.
Yeah,
that's super.
Back
cool.
is nothing really special, but there you go.
Nice.
Uncanny Comic Shop.
Yep.
Who's up next? Dan. What you got this from,
Dan is
buddy?
next.
All right. Well, continuing the theme of books that were most of all of them, but one I'll be showing off for ones that were gifted to me. So this one was gifted to me by the man up top, Uncle Gary, and he'll recognize it, and you all will probably recognize it as what he refers to all the time as his favorite cover.
All time.
Number 9.
Thank you. I own 14.
All right, I gotta grab a new one.
So
literally,
he gave me this copy. Awesome book. He gave me this copy as he said that as he said that he gives them to people. And it's funny because one of the copies he has is one that I bought and gave to him.
Yes.
Last year.
Yep. So I have 14 copies now, and I used to give them away, but they get harder to give away because the price keeps going up on those books. I may be setting the damn market, but it's my favorite cover of all time by the great Bernie Wrightson. Thank you for showcasing that, Dan. I love that book.
Yeah. So, it meant a lot to me. They gave me this because it's not just, hey, here's any random book. It's, hey, this is my favorite cover, one of my favorite comics, and I'm giving it to you. Yes. Check this out. And and it's fantastic. So
the story is great.
Oh, it is.
It is. So, it's, it always means a lot when somebody's not, it's always cool when somebody just gives you something, but it's even better when somebody gives you something either they got specifically because they're like, hey, I know that you like this and I got it for you, or hey, this is something I love and I want you to love it too.
Yeah.
I agree. That really connects collectors. And Bernie Wrightson. I last Big Five Live, I had just bought Stephen King's short story, The Cycle of the Werewolf. And,
so good.
And he does all the illustration in that. And I freaking burned through that. And it was really cool to see the little bit, because I had watched the movies in the 80s, Silver Bullet. It's one of my favorite werewolf movies. So it's cool to see like what was different and what was the same. And the illustrations in that are just freaking gorgeous.
Oh yeah. Comics Embrace, you gotta get a copy of that. And since he gave me that, I'm like, well, he gave me that one, like I gotta get the rest of them. So slowly but surely I'm picking up other issues from the run here and there. I don't have many of them, but
well, and the challenge is to read them all. Brandon, I challenge you to do that when you get time, is read those first 10 issues that Wrightson did, 1 through 10, he and Len Wein, and then of course read House of Secrets 92 first, which is the first iteration of the character. But those 10 issues, because I know you love Man-Thing, I love Swamp Thing, and I would just love
you guys have a thing
first. We have a thing together. Right.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I do love Man-Thing, but I never say like one's better than the other. I just gravitate towards Man-Thing more. Swamp Thing is, I mean, the fact that those characters are still going is great to me. House 92 is peak.
Yep.
Well done, Dan. The Swamp. I was hoping someone would bring Swamp Thing, and it wasn't Uncle Gary.
Well, I didn't do it because I figured everybody expected me to. So Dan,
right.
Good on you for bringing my favorite cover of all time.
I'm cheating real fast. I'm gonna throw up a glance and then go to my next one, because I had the same thing from Uncle Gary in my stack. But
just throwing around Swamp Things tonight. That's great.
This one actually does mean.
I mean, if we're throwing around our Man Things, then we'd probably get banned from YouTube.
Well, especially when I throw away my giant size Man Thing.
This was actually is Uncle Gary adjacent, because this happened in Baltimore, and he actually found me one of my grails that I was looking for so long. And this is Batman 638. This is the variant cover with Jason Todd on the cover, holding holding the Red Hood helmet. Because the other one is the Batman that I have right there. That's the original.
That's the regular cover.
The regular cover is actually right there. Batman's actually holding the helmet.
Which issue is it?
That's the start of it.
I thought that was 635. Okay.
Yeah. So this one I was looking for so long, and I couldn't find it in the wild, and literally told Uncle Gary the day before the con started. I was like, hey, this is the one I'm looking for. Text me 5 minutes, like literally into the con. I found your book. And I was like, what book? And he sent me a picture, and I'm like, I'm on my way.
Well, you ever seen the movie with Ace Ventura, when he stands there and he just puts his arms out and all the
animals come,
woodland creatures?
It's what happened, man.
That's what Gary does at Comic-Con. He just walks in the middle of the vendor space on the first day and just stands there and does this, and they all just flock to him.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's real. And you know what? Just as cool as getting sent a book by someone that it means something to, having your good friend and fellow channel member in the con being able to like hunt for you and with you, that's a cool experience too.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely.
Well done, Jamie.
We do. We look out for one another.
Yes, we
Oh,
do.
yeah.
All right. I'm up at bat.
Yes, sir.
Right. Well, with the theme, again, trying to show random books he may not have seen. This is now we went from gold to silver. So now that was 1952. So now we'll jump to 1962 with House of Mystery, 127. We're gonna mix extraterrestrials and gambling. And who doesn't love that? Especially when I can bet you one Earthling.
House of Mystery. Have never seen that.
I just love this cover. Hey, thank you, brother. I just love this cover. How ridiculous it is that we're betting terrestrial beings. And this one is an Earthling. I will bet you one Earthling. This cover is so ridiculously great. I just, I finished House of Secrets a few years ago, and now I've made and I have every Bronze Age DC horror book ever. But these House of Mysteries, that extend, House of Secrets extended from the silver into the modern age, and I have them all. But House of Mystery, the first Bronze Age book, is 174, and I have all those. But now I've made the crazy decision to have all the House of Mysteries, so that I'm going to go after them.
What year is that?
1962. So,
oh my God!
And I do have number 1. I have House of Mystery 1, and I have a bunch of the others. But I'm plugging away. I've got like 80. So, but here we go.
Plugging away.
Here we go. This is House of Mystery 120, 127. I just think it's an amazingly, ridiculously fun cover that we are chips in a galactic gambling game. So there you go.
It reminds me of Men in Black 2, when they're like, you don't know exactly how big this world is, and he opens up the locker, and humans are actually small.
Yeah.
And as a kid, I was always drawn to any kind of sci-fi stuff where there's like multiple aliens, like you're showing on that cover, like the little pieces they're gambling.
Look at the others. The others are like, shit, we're next. Yeah.
That's great.
There you go. So, like I said, I just knew this would appeal to your sense of weird.
You're hitting. Hey, why don't you stay right on to start round 3, Uncle Gary?
Oh, round 3. Oh, well, here we go. Something we've talked about. Listen, Brandon, you are a Man-Thing guy. I'm a Swamp Thing guy. And we can debate who was first. Man-Thing was published in the Marvel magazine like a month or 2 before House of Secrets was. And we can go back and forth over which is better. But you know what? It doesn't really matter who's first, because you know who was really first?
The Heap.
The what?
The Heap.
The Heap. So here we go, 1971.
I need that.
This is a one-shot. I've got a second one laying around. Shit. You know what?
Just randomly have a second one.
I have 2. We have an upgrade. If you bring your butt down here, this is yours.
Oh my gosh! I got it now. That's even more.
How about that?
So who did the art for that, Gary? Do you know?
You know what? I'm going to have to look that up. But this is Skywall Comics. This was a one-shot.
Does it retell his first story, or is it an all new story?
You know what? I got this a couple months ago. I have not cracked it open and read it. I was gonna wait till I got a nicer copy, but I'm so far behind my reading, I haven't read it yet. So I'm looking forward to reading it, to looking at it. But it was just such a cool cover, and I have some of the original Airboy books from the 40s.
You do?
Mm-hmm, that the Heap is in. So I have some Golden Age. I have 2 Golden Age Airboy books, and I loved when they revived Airboy in the 80s. Chuck Dixon was writing it, and I think Eclipse started it. And did it stay in? I think it was an Eclipse book. I have every issue of that. It went 50 issues, and the Heap was reintroduced in there. And of course, one of those Airboy covers has that Dave Stevens Valkyrie cover that is, pretty expensive, that everybody wants to have. Maybe number 5 it is. But the Heap was reintroduced, and all swamp creatures in comics owe their existence to the Heap. But this was just a one-shot book that they did in the in the 70s. And I'll try to look up, see if I can find who the artist is.
I got it.
Who is
it? Written by Robert Kanigher, and the artist was Tom Sutton.
Okay. Well, Sutton is very good. Sutton did a lot of work for DC. Kanigher is the creator of Sergeant Rock. So if it was written by Kanigher, then it's a new story.
I need to find that Sergeant Rock issue that the guy is reading in Predator. I can't. I gotta look up what issue that is, but I need to get that book.
Yeah, Shane Black.
Yes,
Shane Black had.
Who wrote
that book? What was the originally in, Gary?
Airboy.
Airboy. That's a ghost book. You can't find them. You just,
Yeah.
I've searched all over. Al and the Comic Book Collector Geek, like I think he finally got a copy, but like it just doesn't show up.
Yeah, I don't have the Heap's first appearance, but I have two of the 19 and it started as Air Fighters Comics, and then it changed its name to Air Boy.
That's right. That's
issue
right.
5 or something like that. But the Heap is the daddy of all the swamp monsters.
He's the one, man. Yeah, we can argue all day about R2, but he's
Right.
the one that started. You want the very first appearance of a swamp monster, you got to go back and find that.
Yeah, so that's why I knew that this would be middle ground for you and I, my friend. So, and like I said, you bring your butt to Virginia. This is yours.
Granddaddy Heap.
It's not as pretty as this one, but you know. What does Dan always say? Low grade's better than no grade.
Yeah,
Oh,
low
yeah.
grade's better than no grade.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
So there you go. So you come here. This one's got your name on it, Bubba.
When is Baltimore Comic Con? Let me write the date right now.
It's in October. It's in October. I think around. I think it's around 18, 19, 20 or something like that.
Can't come this year because my vacation. I always take a week for Halloween for the family because it's our favorite holiday. But I get more vacation time as the years progress. So that's definitely a doable one because it's like at the end of the year, you know. So
well, tell you what, you don't even have to. It doesn't even have to be Baltimore. You got a long weekend. Come down here and hang out, brother. You know,
just take a drive, right?
Through 19th.
Yep. There you go. I imagine, from where because you're upstate New York, right? Are you near Albany?
Yeah, I'm like closer to Syracuse. I'm like 40 minutes from Syracuse.
Okay, yeah. So you can be here about 8 hours, buddy.
Yeah, right. 8-9 hours, I think it would take. But how?
Oh, yes, there was that Swamp Monster. Neil Adams did that cover. I have every issue of Phantom Stranger, and that was a precursor. There it is, right there. Yep.
Good call, Chris. I love that
call.
book.
Good call, Chris.
Neil Adams done a lot of our lovely monsters in the past.
Oh, dude, I just got the Neil Adams Artist Edition book.
Oh my gosh,
big giant tome. Oh, it's fantastic.
Another one. I wish. Yeah, got to get his signature. All right, I'm gonna follow it up. I'm going more modern though. This is a series that's been out that I've really loved because it combines a creature I really like with modern comics and a Marvel character. So it is Predator versus Spider-Man. I've been really enjoying this series to see how they did it. And the first issue, I really wondered like if they'd hold back with the violence and the gore, and they didn't. No. They did not. It is game on. And how this one ended, I loved it. I should have seen it coming. How they can combine something from Marvel with the Predator, and it worked. And then issue 2, I had to have the one with Mary Jane, getting chased by the Predator. And issue 3 with Craven, Marvel's best hunter. I really love how the story is going. I like, he's a rogue predator. He's a bad blood. He doesn't have a code of honor like the rest of the Yautja species does. So Chris Parker, my buddy, he's coming next weekend to my place. He's going to bring me the 4th issue. I think that's the last issue. I don't think it's a 4-part series. Yeah, so I'm really enjoying like Aliens versus Avengers. I know Predator. Predator versus the Marvel Universe.
Yeah,
that's
Or Predator kills the Marvel Universe.
Yeah, bring it on. I'm all about it. So yeah, 3 books in my one choice because they're all together. So I had
nice.
Sal, got another slab coming up or what?
Oh, of course we got another slab coming up. What are you thinking? Come on, man. Well, I wanted to throw in some old school horror as well, but let's go with a little Tomb of Dracula number 12.
Yes.
This is the second appearance of Blade. But it's a 4.5, but damn, this really presents well. It's got one little crease down here in the corner, and that's really all she is. But that's just a great cover. Look at the way he's flying out with the woman. That's just awesome.
So that's second Blade. That's before Deacon Frost's first appearance, isn't it? I think he comes in at 13.
So. Yes, I believe so. Yeah, all I got is second appearance of Blade. This is a Marv Wolfman story. He did.
Can't go wrong there.
Yeah. Comics embrace all. I got it. If you think it should be Craven versus Predator, pick up the series.
Yeah.
Yep. That's happening. That's great, Sal. I love. Well, guys, you didn't have to cater to me and bring all the great horror stuff, but I'm really enjoying every second of it.
we know whose house we're in.
Right.
Well, I'll be in your house in a minute. Dan, what do you got, buddy, for round 3?
All right. Well, the next one again, sentimental book. It was a book that was gifted to me. It's a book that was gifted to me by one of these guys. So, the Swamp Thing, like I said, one of the cool things is when you have something that you love and you give it to someone and say, hey, I love this, I want you to love it. And the other thing is when someone goes out and specifically finds a book or something, they're like, hey, I know that you really like this, check this out. So this is a book that Sal got me for Christmas, I think, what was it, 2 years ago? Is United States of Captain America, #1, the Clan McDonald Virgin cover. It's a Joe Jusko cover that's autographed by Joe Jusko and the artist Dale Eaglesham.
Oh, look at that. That is beautiful.
That's a beautiful cover.
And
That screams America.
You will often see that, I have, I think, 16 or 17 slabs. One of my collecting goals is to have 20 by the end of the year, so I got to get 3 more. So, and I rotate them on here every couple of weeks. So
Sal's got 3 slabs in his trash can. He's not even using.
You can borrow 3. It's okay.
So you'll often see this here. In fact, it was actually in this spot here the past couple of weeks. I had to take it out to put it here. So, yeah. My favorite character, a great cover, autographed by 2 artists that I love. And, Joe Jusko, I know he wasn't the first painter to do comic stuff, but when they did that Marvel Masterpieces line where he painted the whole thing, blew my mind as a kid when that came out.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah.
When I bought that, it was actually a 3-piece set. Clan McDonald did they always had specials where it was 3 pieces, right? And so the other one too, one's very similar to that, but it was a little bit less of a grade. And then the other one was like I want to say like a Pride Appreciation cover. And it had Captain America on it, and that one came as a 9/8, but it didn't really signify Captain America. Like that's a classic Captain America.
Yes.
Right? So that's why I gifted that one to him.
And I appreciate it, and I love it. Like I said, you regularly see it in here. So
that is beautiful, Sal. Man, what a cover.
And look at, Jusko's got such a great signature too.
Oh yeah, he does.
Eaglesham is a good signature, but that's a great signature, and the placement of both signatures is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Jusko lives in Syracuse, and
does he?
Every Free Comic Book Day he goes to the LCS I go to, so I've got to meet him twice, and he's just a wonderful guy. He the last time this past Free Comic Book Day he signed my Man-Thing Masterpiece card. He did.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, he's super nice and only charges $5 for his autograph still.
That's awesome.
Like he could, some of these guys could be charging. They're legends, Yeah. And the same Dan, Marvel Masterpiece stuff. Stuff. He changed the game with the cards.
Yeah, I got the 2 that you gave me, the Strife and the Iron Fist one right up there too. And I'm a huge Iron Fist fan as well. So getting that one in that contest giveaway was extra special.
Jesus, it's gonna make my giveaway tonight look kind of meek, but we're gonna do it anyways. Before Jamie starts showing his book, guys, hashtag summer in the comments. Everyone can answer, even the guests on the show. Hashtag summer. I'm gonna give a person these books. I'll send them out this week. New Teen Titans 22, Little Superman and Swamp Thing, Last of the Mohicans, X-Men and Alpha Flight #1, and Kazar and Daredevil and X-Men #1. So please hashtag summer. Everyone enter real quick, and then I'll draw it after Jamie shows us his book.
Come on, Richard.
God. Richard just follows the rules when they only apply to somebody else.
Yeah, whenever Richard, because we've been doing the giveaways every month this year, and whenever we changed it up like 2 months ago, how you were doing where you could enter it, and Richard still does like the hashtag giveaway, and I'm like, dude, you're automatically entered in it.
Yeah,
that's like, guys, Jamie, Sal, everyone, Dan, everyone who can enter this, please enter it so we can have a bunch of random names in here. So please enter it.
All right.
The Rider, hashtag summer, man. If you want to get on this giveaway, so what do you got?
Jamie?
I don't even have the tech skills to enter.
Yeah. Hashtag summer for me. We'll throw that out there now.
I don't know how to do any of that. I'm so backwards. That's why these fellas have to carry me and make me push a button, and then I can magically appear. I don't know how this works.
All right. Well, my next one, I actually was able to go to C2E2, which is a con in Chicago that I haven't been to in since COVID happened. And I got to go this past year, which I'm going again next year. But I was able to find a book that I really did want, and that is Marvel Spotlight number 28, Moon Knight.
Oh, beautiful cover.
Mm-hmm.
The first
Nice.
real solo series, start a solo series of Moon Knight, first appearance of Marlene and Crowley, I believe. So love this book.
Marlene Crowley and the and his alternate personalities.
Yes, that's it. That's the last one.
That is freaking gorgeous. You got that C2E2?
Yes.
Was there a lot of original art there?
Oh my God. There's so much. So like it's a they say pop culture comics like in the middle, but the amount of comics, the amount of art, the amount of artists and writers that are there is amazing.
That's
so
sick.
It's always a great time.
That's sick. All right, let me see if guys, Uncle Gary, I'm not that technologically advanced, so I'm gonna try to do this. Let's see. I got hashtag summer. Can you guys see it? All right, and start collecting comics. Got 8 entries. Good luck to everyone. Sal. Sal, congratulations, my friend.
Thank you.
Nice.
I will get these out to you, my friend. Well
Sounds
done.
good, buddy. Thank you.
Well done.
I get half sale since you work for me.
No,
He hasn't.
So no.
He hasn't fired Sal in a while.
Yeah, so
He did the other night. He did the other night.
Well, that was
did.
one, so I'll take one.
That
of
was
the
a
four.
suspension.
That's a suspension.
All right, Jamie, you're going to start off. You're going to kick off round 4 again, brother.
Awesome.
It's not
Awesome.
rigged.
All
Get you off
right.
guard.
So the last two are really sentimental to me. They probably mean more than anything. So this first one is actually Batman 86. It's signed by Tinian
Oh,
and Tony Daniel. This was one that before I moved, my dad actually got for me. He paid for it to get done.
Nice.
And love the series, love the book. It's always going to have a place on the wall, always with me, never far away. But yeah, I kick myself because this is when Something's Killing Children first started. And I didn't pick up that book because I had this one and I only had so much to spend. But this one's always going to be that for me.
dude, can you hold that a little closer to the camera? Because the details in that are freaking amazing.
Yeah, that is awesome.
And this is the variant. This is the B.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Great signature placements on that, too.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love how it is right on the
On the
white
light,
there.
it looks like it's getting illuminated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does. That is really cool.
Freaking awesome, Jamie. That's a good one. All right, Uncle Gary, where are we at? Copper?
We are at the copper now, baby. So the copper, kind of intersects between the end of the bronze and the copper's kind of there in the middle of the 80s. So from 1983, I'm going to give you a little bit of Marvel love for you Marvel fans out there.
Oh.
I had to throw something in there. One of, I think, maybe the coolest Marvel comic covers ever. And we are talking about Moon Knight 29, baby.
Oh, yeah.
And I know you've seen that one, but it's just so damn cool.
That's such a cool cover.
Yeah. Bill
It is.
Sienkiewicz, or however, that's my pronunciation of it. It may not be right, but I just love that book.
If I could have one book signed by him, it'd be that one. But I don't know where I'd have him sign it. Maybe bottom left.
Yeah, I think so.
Anything with silver.
Silver ink.
Silver. It's got to be silver.
Silver ink. Absolutely.
Right between, at the very bottom left, right between with that little bit of red and the and the moon dart. Yeah.
Yep. So I just
That's
always loved this cover. I've loved that whole run of Moon Knight. And
Yes.
and it's just freaking amazing. So thank you, brother. And this is not my best cover of it. So this, the covers I have out displayed are my backup covers. So
His backup
my
cover.
backup cover. So this
This is
isn't
my
too bad.
upgraded cover.
Yeah, this is my non-upgraded cover. So this is probably the one I pulled off the rack, in my 1983. I'd have been 19. So I
You
pulled
kept
it
it really good shape, man. I don't see any spine ticks on it.
Yeah, there's just one or two, but it's not bad. It's pretty good copy. But yeah, minimalist, absolutely. You just see that, and it's great from afar too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you see that from a distance, and it's like, oh shit. So love it, and got some Marvel in there, and like I said, that one I knew you've seen.
Yeah,
so, but I still had to throw it in there.
So one of like two books you've shown that I've actually seen, because the Heap one I've seen. Just in pictures though, I haven't seen anyone that owned it, and I don't think it's that hard of a book to come by.
Have you seen anybody that owns two?
No, not two. No, not two.
You can make me own one.
I gotta come to Maryland. I just gotta get it over with.
Come to Virginia. If you go to Maryland, you'll see me.
You come to Maryland, you come to the home of Superman.
That's well.
There you go. Well,
there you go. Yeah.
So for my fourth choice, again, modern, but this was a Kickstarter that I found through K-pop junkie Katie. She does a great job of highlighting independent creators on her channel, and I just happened to pop into her. I always pop in just to see what's going on, but then this guy really sold me. It is called Territory. So this book, right up my alley. So the whole storyline is that it's post-apocalyptic, and there's these different tribes that worship different kaiju, and it deals
right up my alley.
It deals with themes of faith, because this one tribe, this girl you follow, they think that their kaiju is like the all being like that the kaiju came after the apocalypse and they battled and they like sorted the world back out, and they're like their blood and stuff or different parts of them can heal people. But
look at that cover. Love that.
This storyline, as soon as I got it, I tore through it. If you can find it anywhere, Katie, I know you're in the chat. I don't know if people can buy this anywhere. The art is really cool inside. It's amazing. And it's a really, I'm looking for unique stories now too. And this did it. And there's a bunch of different variant covers you could get. I just got all 5 of like the covers that spoke to me.
They're great.
Nice.
Yeah, really cool read, really cool story. Anywhere you can get a hold of that, I highly suggest it. So Territory is my fourth pick.
And how many issues? 5 issue minute?
5 issues. They could do so many more. Like this is like a world they could do, and I wish they would. So yeah, support independent comic book creators on Kickstarter for sure. If I got to plug anything.
I got a buddy who has done a book series he started about civilizations that live on the backs of these giant kaijus that roam the earth.
That's badass.
Yeah,
that is badass.
Johnny Lupsha, friend of ours at Comic Logic, has got a couple books in that series, and it's pretty cool.
That's interesting. Sal, what do you got?
All right, so we're going to stay with the Superman movie theme, and let's go with a little Guy Gardner.
There you go.
Yes.
This is the book I picked up at Baltimore, and I sent it off to get graded pretty much right after I got back from Baltimore. And CGC
did the Vince McMahon walk back when we found out. I said he did the Vince McMahon walk, like power walked back, and I was like, "What did you get?" He's like, "I don't want to."
Just all puffed out. Was he all puffed out?
He's like, I just got something, and I'm like, "What?" And he showed that, and I was like, "Okay."
So this was the last book I got at Baltimore. Right? I had taken a bunch of slabs that I wasn't 100% attached to, and I sold a bunch of them. And the money I made from that, I came away with 3 keys. I came away with this one, came away with X-Men 94, and I came away with Green Lantern 87, the first appearance of John Stewart. That one's up on the wall right over there. So, but I bought this one raw, got it sent off, but I got it pressed and cleaned, and it came out against a 5.5. But I don't care. This still presents really well.
It's pretty.
And you know what? I kind of agree with Man from Beantown. I'm not really a fan of Guy Gardner because whatever, I do like Hal. Hal's my primary GL, but I enjoyed Nathan Fillion's performance of Guy Gardner in the Superman movie. I think he nailed his attitude spot on, and so.
What's the significance of that comic? Could you tell my people in the chat that maybe aren't DC people? What's the significance of that comic?
So this is the first appearance of Guy Gardner. It's the
There you
first
go.
appearance of Guy
See,
Gardner.
Guy is my favorite Green Lantern.
Yeah.
I love Nathan Fillion, so I thought that,
Yeah.
that was a great.
Oh, yeah.
I thought they cast everyone great in that movie.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the bowl cut, but
Have
something
you
I
heard
would
the
never do.
story? Have you heard the story where Fillion says how he got the role?
No.
Because he's
What's
friends with Gunn, and him and Michael Rooker have been in every movie that James Gunn has directed in some roles, sometimes big, sometimes small. And Nathan Fillion was talking about how he found out that he got the role was when they did the premiere for Guardians of the Galaxy, and he was at that, and James Gunn comes up to him in the crowd. He's like, "Oh, did you talk to I think it was like, you talked to Peter, he tell you what we got going on." He goes, "Oh, no, what?" And he said, Gunn did this, like looked around and went, "You're going to be Guy Gardner." Like, he's like that was it. Gunn was like, "You're going to be that." And he's like, "Oh, okay, cool."
Okay.
That's freaking awesome. Great
I'll do
book.
that.
Yeah.
All right. That's my number 4 for tonight.
All right, Dan Kelly art. What do you got, buddy?
All right. Continuing the trend of people that have got books for me that mean a lot to me. So years ago, I saw something online that I thought was a cool idea. And I told my wife, I was like, "Hey, I saw somebody said that they, as Christmas or birthday gift or something, they got their significant other that was into comics, some books that came out the month and year they were born." So my wife did that for me. She got me a couple comics the month and year I was born, and she got it for me raw. I got this one slabbed just because I wanted to keep it protected. And it is Marvel Premiere issue 47 from April 1979, and is the first appearance of Scott Lang as Ant-Man.
Oh,
Nice.
shit.
Nice.
Great cover, cool story. I'm an Ant-Man fan. I like Scott Lang. Now, really because of the way they did the dates, the date inside is April 1979. So this was probably actually January, but whatever. It says 479, so I'll take 479. So this is the one my wife got me, and like I said, I had graded, knew it wouldn't come back super high, but 7.5 is not bad.
No, pretty good.
It looks really nice, and this is a book that will never leave. As long as I have a collection, this will not leave my collection.
And it shouldn't.
Yeah, and none of that goes for like all of these that I'm showing tonight. These are ones that because of the the sentimental value that I have for them. As long as I actually have a comic collection, these will remain with me, because it's a book that's worth a couple bucks because it's it's a key, but it's worth more to me than it is the value to someone else.
Yep, and I think a lot of us collectors, I think most of us, if we get gifted a book or something, it just stays in our collection, no matter if it's $1 book or $100 book, it stays there,
Right. Yeah, and sometimes people have given me books that I already have, so I take the one I already have, and I have a little box to the side that's like trade giveaway stuff.
That same.
Yeah, so the book that I already have, it goes in the box, and then the new one that somebody gave to me goes in the box to keep.
The PC, yep. Dan, start us on the last round, buddy, since you're on a roll with that.
All right, well, the last one, this one is very sentimental to me, and this one I bought myself, but I bought it at Baltimore Comic-Con. My mother passed away in the kind of tail end of COVID. She'd been in the hospital for about a year, and as you can imagine, was pretty wrecked for a while. And, she had her life insurance, so me and my brother both got a little bit of money. Baltimore Comic-Con was not long after that, so I went to it and had a couple bucks to spend. And I said, I want to get something that's, a major key, a first appearance, something like that. And I picked up this book, and I had other books in my hand. I actually had, the Hulk 181, and I had the money to get it. And as I notoriously do, I have a habit of, even when I have the money, talk myself out of spending it to get a big book. I'm like, no, I could go buy a bunch of like $5 books, you know, a long box full of them instead of this. And I always talk myself out of them. So I did talk myself out of that, but I got this. So it is Amazing Spider-Man. And this one I got raw. I had this one graded afterwards just because I wanted the protection for it. Is Amazing Spider-Man 194, the first appearance of the Black Cat.
Beautiful.
And what's funny is this one, you know, that one has the date 479, but probably came out before it. This one, the date on it is July 1979, but it actually came out in April 1979. So this one actually is from the month and year I was born. And again, you know, it's not the huge major key that I could have gotten, but I was still happy with it because, like, and it's Amazing Spider-Man, which is a book I love. It, you know, character I love. Black Cat, first appearance of a cool character I like. But because of that sentimental attachment that I got it right after my mom passed away with, you know, some of the money I had for this, it's again one of those sentimental attachments that as long as I have a collection, it will stay in the collection because she didn't buy it for me, but the money that I got from that is what I used for it. So it, you know, it's almost like she did. And you know, and I used money for this. Everybody in my family got extra good Christmas presents that year. Right. And the kid for the angel tree that I got when I was buying that stuff, he got a lot of shit that year.
Okay.
No. Hey, I'm 100% with you. When my mom died, I got Showcase 4 with something that she had left me, and that I wanted to have that memory. So I'm 100% on board with you.
Yeah.
I have something similar. I didn't get a comic when my dad passed, but he had got me a Jabba the Hutt play set in the box from the 80s, the vintage. Before he passed. So like same thing, man. Like just to, I think we all that's a good story, Dan. That's
absolutely.
Yeah, and you know that's you know it's not like a super I appreciate it. That was a pretty.
Our condolences to you too.
Our condolences to you, Comics Embraced.
You know, it's not the biggest key in the world. Like I said, I could have gotten something bigger, but even then, still talked myself out of it. So I'm not as bad at that anymore. But yeah, I still walked away with, you know, with something that I went there with the intention of getting. My mistake that year was I was like, I'm going to do what I always do. I'm going to look at all the booths before I buy anything. And I only went in the one day. And one of the first booths I went to, I was flipping through and they had all these dollar books, like a ton of X-Men and Avengers and Fantastic Four. I'm just pull them out. Got this enough that the guy gave me a long box, and I filled 3/4 of a long box with all of these dollar books, which was great, except that I had to carry that box around with me the rest of the convention. That was like the first hour that I was there, and the rest of the convention, I'm lugging around this giant long box, and you know, by the end of the day, that thing got real heavy.
Dude, yeah, you're gonna be the guy with a cart next time. You need the cart, the guys pull around.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Dan, that was awesome. Thank you, Jamie. We're up to you, bud.
Oh, okay. I was hoping to go last for this one, but it's not that big of a deal. But when it comes to sentimental books, I can't stress enough how much this one means to me. So I've had probably the worst month and a half of my life. And just down completely. Like I can smile on camera, but it doesn't do justice when the camera goes off. And the guys on my team, who I love you all dearly. Like I wish you guys knew that from the bottom of my heart. Sorry. Went out and got me a book. And one of my favorite characters, Blue Devil. And
holy
by
Nikes.
Jim Calipari.
That is freaking awesome.
Yep. So he was at Comic Logic. I'll let Gary talk about that. But
Comic Logic is a shop that I'm proud to be a co-owner of, and we had Mr. Jim Calipari there, who's a great guy. We've known him, I've known him for a while, and at cons, and the fellas you know, this was I can't remember if it was Dan's or Sal's idea, but it was a home run, and it was a great idea. And Jim is a great guy, and he did a great Blue Devil for Jamie, and it was
that again, Jamie. That is freaking sick.
Keep that up there.
Yeah, so that was awesome that picked me up did it. And like I said, that was wasn't my branch. I supplied the comic shop and Jim Calafiore, but
you were
those guys.
It was a team effort because I had gotten two done. I got a Batman one for me, and I got a Superman one done that is actually part of our July giveaway. And I was standing there. I looked at Sal. I was like, I want to get one for Jamie. I'm trying to think, like, what character? I was like, what character should he get that he would really dig? And Rob at Comic has got an awesome array of sketch covers available there. And Sal goes, "What about Blue Devil?" I'm like, "Oh, that's good." So I'm going.
Yeah, I got
good
the first issue of the series for Blue Devil.
Yeah.
So I'm like, awesome, that's great. So I went, and luckily he had copies of the Justice League one, so
thank you.
I got that. And then when we gave it to him, he's like, "What does Blue Devil look like?" He's like, "He's got a goatee, right?"
Yeah.
And we look, like pull up pictures on Google to show him. He goes, "Oh, okay, yeah, no goatee at all." But yeah, he did it.
That's wonderful.
Jim knocked it out.
Yeah,
he did some great sketches.
He really, I mean,
sketch covers.
Sorry for getting a little.
No, we love you, man. Thank you for sharing that. And our friends pick us up in the darkest of times, man.
It's been so. This brought me through. I got a note too from Dan, from everybody basically, and this really kickstarted my passion again for collecting and reading and just being me again.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
I'm
so
glad
real
that
fast. Love y'all. I'm just letting you know right now. And
I'm
Brandon, you too, man. I love you.
Love you back. We love you all.
We're here for you, man.
Yeah, we're always here for you. I'm glad that it had that effect, because I told Sal, I was like, man, I gotta get something for him that'll try and pep him up a little bit.
And was that the same package that Chris, one of our good friends and contributors, made him a Dr. Fate helmet?
Yeah, the Dr.
3D printed a Dr. Fate helmet.
That's so sick.
Yeah. Yep.
That's so sick.
That's my buddy that I went to see Rosetta with yesterday.
Yeah, I've got a Captain America one sitting. You probably can't see it, but it's sitting right back behind me.
I saw it the last time I was on your channel.
Yeah, Chris is starting there, and pretty soon he's going to start making people. So that's
scary.
It's going to be a problem.
Also,
Gary.
Before Gary starts, also Richard got a book from us that we had signed by California.
Oh yeah. That's right. The Red Lantern.
It was the Red Lantern number 30. Had Dexter on it because he's a big Dexter fan. So I had him sign it, and I had him do a little bubble quote on the Dexter saying "Lobo sucks." You know, we're kicking him. You know,
Lobo kicked Dexter, and Richard has never forgiven him for that.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah. So just
there we go. Where's the hashtag Justice for Dexter?
Yeah. So just as a little side note on how great Jim Calafiore is, he did that for me at the same time.
I can't throw my Batman off because I sent it up to get graded.
And he did that for me.
Nice. Yeah, that's good stuff.
How about that?
I have my Aquaman over here too. I can't reach it.
And there's the giveaway. Dan has the giveaway that we're giving away.
Yeah,
so
Superman that he did for our giveaway.
Anybody wants to join Codex Station, you can get in on that giveaway and get that book.
That's right.
There we go.
Yep.
All right, so we're ready for number 5. So
I'm interested to see where you go with modern. I really am.
Well, I'm counting modern from the late 90s up for modern. Okay, so I'm stretching the modern. I had to get a Bernie Wrightson in here, and I had to get a Bernie Wrightson from what is one of my top 5.
There we go, Richard.
Comic series of all time, and that is the mid 90s run to late 90s run of the Spectre. Went 62 issues. John Ostrander wrote it. Tom Mandrake drew the series. This series is phenomenal, and if you love art, just collect it. If you don't even want to read it, collect it for the covers. The 62 covers are amazing. Mandrake did the majority of them, but they mixed in guys that had never even, they mixed in album cover guys. They mixed in great comic greats. Richard Corbin did a cover. Actually, the Richard Corbin one is an expensive book because it was the first appearance of Mr. Terrific, which is number 54. But thank you for the Aquaman. But all these guys, Kaluta, great covers. Alex Ross, and matter of fact, Alex Ross' first cover was in Spectre. I think it was 22, and Superman was on it, holding the Spear of Destiny. But I digress. Collect it just for the covers, and one of the covers you'll get is this gem right here by Bernie Wrightson.
Yeah,
Nice. I didn't know that existed either.
Number 58. Like I said, it went 62 issues, and one of the tombstones right down here has Wrightson on it.
Oh my gosh.
Which is great. So 1997, and for those of you that would like to have this run, I mean, tracking them down. These books aren't that expensive. Tim, who
They aren't.
the channel, I tracked down the majority of them for him. But finally, Peter Tomasi edited this series for Ostrander and for Mandrake, and he's been banging on the door for DC to finally collect this thing. Has been doing it for years, and DC is finally collecting this in 2 volumes. And it's in the new DC Previews magazine. I think it was last month. So volume 1 of this will be coming out before the end of the year, and you get the first 30 or 31 issues. I highly, highly recommend this series. This is so great, and it's the Spectre, the Jim Corrigan version of the Spectre. You being in New York, this could have influenced you. There was a storyline where the state of New York was going to execute somebody that had been convicted of a murder, and it was an innocent man. And the Spectre is God's wrath. The Spectre was prepared to punish all the residents of the state of New York because they were complicit in what would be the murder of an innocent man. That's how deep some of the stories were.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so I recommend, and John Ostrander was a former theology student. So what greater writer could you have for a character who is the embodiment of God's wrath in the Spectre, with a human host. So this cover, I love this cover. I worship the altar of Wrightson anyway, but
right.
Just freaking amazing.
Well done, Uncle Gary. Wow. Five eras, 5 bangers. That was
Thank you.
And I only saw 2 of them in my life. So thank you for it.
Well, that was the other thing. I was trying to get ones that maybe you hadn't seen before. And
You did it. Mission accomplished. Sal the Slab Guy, what's your last book, bud?
Well, what collection would not be complete without a little Venom book? Come on, ladies and gentlemen.
There we go.
Venom.
I knew it was coming.
We were waiting. Best for last.
Damn,
Richard, that was harsh. I hope she's not watching.
Yeah.
Right. That is, who's the artist on that, Sal?
So the artist on this one is
that Crane?
Sabrine Rich.
Oh, okay.
But you got to have a little tongue action when it comes to Venom, and he's got it.
Well, now we know why Sal likes him. That's the secret.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah.
That's the secret.
You know how many meatballs he can eat in one sitting with that tongue?
There you go.
Is that a
Dan
key,
has
Sal?
often said that in every room of my house there is a Venom book within reach, in arm's length, in every room of my house.
I can concur. I've been to your house.
Yeah.
Friggin' awesome.
So yeah, I love this cover because I love the tentacle action with it. I do like the tongue as well. But yeah, this is just a great cover.
Who doesn't like the tongue?
Can we get an isolation?
Sal,
of
who doesn't like the tongue? Come on, man.
Is that a key, Sal? Or
What's
what's the stuff to note on top? What's it say?
Let's see. It's like 209. It's M.O.N.Comics level hero and Comics Trader exclusive.
Oh, okay. So
See, Christopher, he doesn't have it under his pillow because he has one of the slabs as his pillow.
yeah.
There you go.
Yes. He's
Very
got a
well
pillow
done, Sal.
slabbed as his
There
pillow.
was nothing key about it. It's just the way the artwork was done on this, and the Virgin variant makes it really stand out a lot.
It's a great. I love the purples in that.
Yeah, the purple makes it really pop.
Yeah.
It
Well,
does. Against
Sal's
the
the
black.
slab guy because he used to work in the morgue, and now he's in the slabatorium there.
Nice. Yeah.
Right.
His bed actually is a like from the morgue. It just comes out of the wall. He gets in it, and they push
It
it.
just slides there down out.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
That's it.
Well done.
That's Slab the Sal guy.
Yeah,
So I had to-
that's right.
Yeah, no. We won't talk about that. We'll just move on. Okay.
We will talk about this over on Comics Unleashed.
Guys, I got a surprise for you.
Okay.
No.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
I got a little book here that just
little
came in
one?
today.
He hasn't even opened
Yeah,
it.
I haven't even
opened it
opened
yet.
it, guys, because this was a book that I had. It was one of my goals last year, and I got it, and I've been waiting to send it in for verification. And I had my buddy Matt, who's in the chat from Pressedcomics. He's I used to use Comic Spa, who Lunch Money Comics recommended. He's very busy right now. I think he's 2 years out.
Wow.
But Matt is an up and coming presser that I got to know. He was a friend of my channel. We started talking. Great guy. Him and Jeff connected and started talking about that he had been pressing and cleaning, and like he started showing his results because he started his channel Pressedcomics. Drop the link, Richard, if you could, please. But he sent. I gotta block the grade. Okay, so I don't know what this graded. Okay. I don't really care about the grade. It was about the authentication for it to make sure the signature.
Oh, look at Sal.
Sal.
Sal's already slathering himself in marinara over
So
there.
I haven't seen but this is Fantastic Four issue 22.
Oh, nice.
First clobber in time.
Yep.
And it is Stan Lee authenticated autograph on page 1.
Nice.
Graded 4.5.
Hey, that's
Off
not
white
bad.
to white. We guessed it was between a 4 to a 4.5 or 4
That's
to
a good
5.
looking-
4 to 5.
That's what they're looking for.
And
Right.
one of my goals last year was to get a Stan Lee autograph, and I got it. This was from Big B McFly, the comic guy, and I sent in the Sal or John Buscema to get verified, and it was on my SS4. Just more for when I am gone, when I leave these mortal coils, because these will be passed down to my kids, so that there's no guessing. It's a verified signature. It is on the inside, so that's what the signature says, Stan Lee 91.
Nice.
Back then, they were signing on the inside of books.
Yeah, because that's how authors sign.
Yeah, there was no CGC.
You ever get a book signed, not a comic, but like a novel? That's where they sign them.
Yep.
I have this. I'm going to print this out and like put it on the back, But I was also talking to people. I don't know if CGC could pull it off. It'd be huge, but like for their authentication series for signatures on the inside, it'd be great if they could put a high res picture of it on the back of the book, because no one cares about the ads really, Like, so when you show people, like, I'll have the picture with it, but if you don't, but I'm really jazzed. This came back an authentic. Stan Lee has touched and signed this book. Thank you, Matt from Pressedcomics, dude. This is just where we thought it would land. He's also got my Berserker #1 that I'm getting authenticated with a couple big autographs. So this is awesome. First clobber in time. But here it just says Sue Storm gains more powers. Second appearance of the Mole Man. So Mole Man, early on, and then it was at #1
from 1 to 20,
and then he doesn't make his next appearance until the 22nd. So they swung off him. Letters from Dave Cockrum and Roy Thomas.
So that's included in the giveaway that I won, correct?
Not tonight. This is my
shot. It was worth a shot.
That's the one coming towards me.
great work, Matt, on this book. It looks beautiful. 4.5 off white to white, and a Stan Lee verified autograph.
The famous cover of Brave and the Bold 28 with Starro on it. Starro appeared there and didn't appear again until 17 years later.
There you go.
So
Mole Man had it easy.
Yeah, he
had it easy.
What about Black Adam? He first appeared.
True.
What was it, like 30 years until he appeared again?
That's absolutely right. It was in Shazam 28 in 74 or 76, I think, where he appeared again. That's right.
Yeah, he didn't appear again until DC had him.
Right, until DC had him. Absolutely.
Yep. Great.
Yeah, so I'm ready for this movie. That's another reason I saved it. It came here today. Fantastic Four comes out next weekend. Yep. Everyone's hoping they hit it out of the park because we want to see more of them. It's Marvel's first family. They deserve the best.
Yep.
Yeah. That's an amazing book there.
That is a great book. And how close are you now to finishing your FF?
Oh, you didn't. I gave up on that journey. I gave up on the journey. I did some reflecting, Gary, and said this isn't really the direction I wanted it to go. The earlier issues were scaring me, especially when the movie got announced. All of a sudden, prices are bumping up. But I delved more into the pre-hero monsters and more Golden Age. I started picking up. I got that Schomburg cover. I was like, you know what? I just got to go with what I know I really like. But
Oh.
I will buy. I have keys still. I still have like a bunch of the big keys. Like I got rid of a lot of it, but 48, 49, 50. This one, Richard Westphal gifted me one. I have that one.
You got the Black Panther, right?
I got 52, but yeah, like I've got a bunch of the big ones. So, but this is cool. I wanted Stan Lee's signature on a book that was like, you know, something that did mean something to me. So, second Mole Man. All right.
Nothing wrong with that.
But guys, thank you for coming on my show tonight. What's going on now?
I think you're coming over to stay the night.
Yeah, well,
what I've heard.
coming over, and if you have bonus time on your show, I have a.
Oh yes, we do have bonus time. Uncle Gary, guys, in the chat before we go tonight, Gary wanted to do something special, and I said yes. Here we go. Yes, Big B did do that, Chris. Oh hey, what's up, Dave? Still only 35 cents. How are you, sir?
Oh, excuse me.
So on our show, we do a little showcase. So Brandon said at the end, you know, if you want to do something, we can. And so if you want to go for it, we can play a little game and see what I brought for you.
There we go.
All right. So just to start off, just a couple things that are of interest before I get into what I was going to show you was that at Carolina at Heroes Con, I picked up Army at War 242. This is 241, and I also picked up this. They're both high-grade copies of Army at War 242. They're really cool. I needed these books. They were fantastic. But what's even cooler is both of them were owned by Joe Kubert.
Oh, shoot.
That's awesome.
So to have two Sergeant Rock books owned by Joe Kubert is pretty damn cool. So, yeah, so the Kubert family signed this certificate.
Oh, my God.
And all that. So, and Andy Kubert will be at Baltimore this year. So anyway, so thrilled about that. And my buddy, Mighty Mike Harbor, I sent him pictures of these, and because he's the big war guy, he got jelly, and so I had to make sure I bought him two. So I bought him two. You know, he'd already had them, but he didn't care. He wanted to have that were cool. And just before I show the showcase, one more thing. If I'm going to show a Sergeant Rock book, I show this every Memorial Day. This to me is the most meaningful Sergeant Rock cover ever, and I always love, we at the Codex Station always want to make sure that we have respect when we talk about our veterans and gratitude in our heart, what they do for us. And I always show this Memorial Day and post it. It's Army at War 297. And Sergeant Rock is saying, yeah, me and Easy Company made it back, but this is what it cost.
Oh, I know that cover. Yeah, that is haunting.
So I just want us to all think about that, you know, in our lives, and think to, you know, for those of you that served, for those of you who have family members that served, just let us remember that this is what our freedom cost. That, you know, not everybody came back. And Rock holding these dog tags with the look on his face, I just think this is just as, you know, this says more than some whole books written about sacrifice say.
In one illustration.
Yep. Or more than a bunch of blowhards on TV talking about stuff mean, right? Right there.
Who was the artist on that cover, you know?
That was Joe Kubert, of course.
That was Joe Kubert, yeah.
Damn right it was. So anyway, so I just wanted to, since I was showing the other Kuberts. So because you are a horror aficionado, I thought, what's a horror book I didn't think you collected that you might not have seen some really cool covers for? So if we'd done it as our showcase, I would have called it Strange Conflict. So Dan, what would Strange Conflict translate to?
I think that would translate to Weird War.
Weird War? You're absolutely right. That's what it is. So there's Weird War #1.
Always love that cover.
Pretty nice cover by the great Joe Kubert again. So Weird War went 124 issues. That's #1. And
He's going to show all 124.
No, that's show. But here's 124, just in case, you know, anybody's doubting that I have them all. So, you know, and I have every damn one in between.
I don't think anybody doubts you having them all, Gary.
Okay, anybody that doubts him, just put a random issue number in the comments and watch him pull it out.
Yeah. Wow, if you got that from I don't know which book you got from a dollar bin. If you got $2.97, that's a great value. If you got #1, that's an insane value. So let's That's for sure. So here's number 2.
Never seen that one.
Mhm.
I love this. I love the skull up in the corner.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, honor to their service, my friend. Honor to their service, and much love and respect. Number 3.
That's a great cover.
Yeah. Number 3. Number 4 here.
Ooh.
Oh,
And what's really cool about Weird War is look at the logo.
yeah. It's one of the best trade dresses ever, I think.
The dude laying over the bottom part of the R always got me. You know, so good. Here we go. This cover is by Neil Adams, and he put his name on the
Neil.
shirt. Yeah, so great, Neil Adams. So GI Combat and the GI Combat, Christopher, the tone covers. Oh my God, are they amazing?
They're gorgeous.
I bet there may even be one nearby me. Let's see if we can find a GI Combat tone cover.
We need to pick. We need a camera view down on what Gary's picking through.
Here we go. Here's a GI Combat tone cover that is just absolutely amazing. So yeah, those are pretty cool. But I digress. Where are we at? Here's Weird War number 6.
That's cool. Do you want to tell everyone? I know we've said it on our station, but for anyone here that tell them what a tone cover is in case they don't really know.
It's just like a painterly quality. They call them gray tone covers, and most of them were done by Russ Heath. Sea Devils have them, matter of fact, John, here's another one. Here's a Western that's a tone cover. Look at that. So that's a great tone cover. It's just got this painterly feel to them.
Yeah.
And it's just a technique that they would use. I think they would use a gray, base to it, and it would come out like that. First Haunted Tank, really cool. They're not. I think it's 87. They're not on the cover because they have dive bombers on it. But that was it. 91's the first. There's another great Weird War. That's a Kubert. And,
Thank you.
Thank you. Now here's the Neil Adams cover.
Check out Matt's channel. He's a hell of a presser.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll do.
Weird War 8 is one of my favorite Neil Adams covers.
Oh yeah,
that's great.
So give me the monsters.
Yep.
Fuck killing Nazis. Sure.
Hey, absolutely. This is a golem getting a little bit of revenge. There we go, baby. How about that?
Love that one.
So we'll go through a little faster. There's 9. Pretty cool. 10.
That reminds me of Phantom Stranger, kind of.
Yes, it does. It absolutely does. You are right on. Yeah. There you go.
All right, Empress, just subscribed.
Nice. Thank you. God, this is really cool. Yeah. Hopefully that demon gets them. I think they're in trouble.
Oh,
that cover, yeah.
Whenever the Nazis are getting what's coming to them, it's a good day.
I finally watched Creature Commandos, and my buddy let me use his login info for HBO. Dude, man, I love GI Robot, and that the whole time he was just like, everything was talking about how he loved killing Nazis, asking when he was going to get to kill Nazis again, taking glee in actually killing Nazis.
Hell yeah,
loved it.
A terrible meeting that somebody took GI Robot to. That was a poor choice. That was a poor choice. I love this cover.
Oh, that's a great one.
That's a good one.
Yep, there we go. That So Brandon, I imagine you hadn't seen many of these, right?
Only a couple of the iconic ones. Oh, great skull cover! Look at that.
Cool. And we're going World War I here, so really cool on that. Here we got a little voodoo doll action going on here.
Yeah, again, with a skull in the background.
Another skull. Skulls are a common theme in this. Look.
Yeah, they are.
World War I.
These are some of the best Bronze Age horror covers, and it's around one theme. It's around one, war, and they just played with it.
Oh, I mean, so good, so good.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
love that one.
And most of these are pretty good shape too, which enhances it. So, and you throw them in a Gerber back. Now, this is my absolute favorite Weird War cover of all. Luis Dominguez.
Nice.
That's cool.
I love that.
Look at that
Yeah.
orange.
Yeah, you know, and
That's just
you know
top.
he's got trouble anyway. And then when he sees what's coming, I mean, what's riding the motorcycles, it's a little worse. Yeah, I just think that is just so freaking wicked. So there we go.
That's a good one.
I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, another great.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You definitely get your skull on with these guys. So
What year did this series come out, Gary?
series came out, I'm going to say the first issue was 70 or 71. And
So
then
again, right when the comic code started to loosen up around stuff.
absolutely. So the comic code loosened up, and we were able to have more. Look at that. He's sketching the guy. The skeleton is sketching the guy
As a skeleton, as like a dead guy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, because of the comic code, you know, they had problems printing Marv Wolfman's name in books that he wrote because it was Wolfman, and the codes, you can't put that
I've
in.
seen
They're like,
that
this
one.
is his name.
I've seen that one.
Yeah, and that great.
Unmistakable submarine cover.
Oh, absolutely. And then so now I'm gonna start. I was gonna get you the first 30, and then after that, I was gonna pick and
Yes.
choose some memorable ones. And again, when you put anything in a Gerber bag, it just freaking shines, baby.
Gerber magic, man.
Yep. Oh God, who doesn't love a frozen World War I skeleton?
I've seen that one too. I have in fact seen that one.
Yeah. Good stuff. And Frank Miller's first art was in a Weird War, one of these books.
What?
Yep,
Really? Told
absolutely.
you you'd learn some stuff here, folks.
Yep, Frank Miller. We'll see when we get to it. Let's see. I feel like that.
Oh yeah.
I think that one is my favorite.
You like?
It's pretty badass.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh well, you know, just when I think they're as badass as they could be, then they get,
Oh yeah. That's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. So, you know what? And then it's always a great surprise for me to go through them and go, oh yeah, I remember that one too. Yeah, it's Joe Kubert there.
Yeah.
And Joe Kubert could draw some
Pam.
art too. Joe
Pam.
All
Kubert.
right, Pam.
Bam!
Hey,
Hey,
Pam.
what's up, Pam?
Hello. Oh man.
Is it time for sports talk?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pam. It is.
Oh, you know, that's why Pam tunes in to hear us talk sports.
There you go.
Do you
And
have an issue with your favorite story, Gary? Do you remember it?
I think it was the Golem one in that the Neil Adams Golem cover.
Gotcha.
You know, again, Nazis getting crushed by golems, and then there's another one when is one of the coolest covers of all of the Weird War. Here it is. Here's a cover with a story, and then I have the Frank Miller one right after it. This is Weird War 62, and see if you figure out what's going on here.
Those are all those skeletons.
They're in the mirror behind him. Yeah.
They're in the mirror.
So who are they?
Reflection in the mirror.
Probably
Are they sewing them up?
no,
They're tailors.
They're
Yeah.
Jewish. They're Jewish
They're the
tailors.
Jewish
Oh,
tailors in a
tailors.
concentration camp. And
Huge.
he's going to get exactly what he deserves, Nazi scum. So,
Yeah.
but that's just, I love the covers that you look at them. And we talked about this a lot. The Marvel covers of the same era that were horror, they'll say things like, there's one great cover where it's like, Gladys, why did you leave me? And you left nothing but your red shoe for me to follow. Where could you be? What could you be doing? And all you needed to see was she was turning into a monster. But you have all this exposition. DC of the era, a lot of times there's not a whole lot of word balloons. You know, it's just they're letting the image tell you the story, you know, to tell you what the story is. And I really dig that in the artistic direction. Here's the first Frank Miller. He didn't do the cover, but he did interiors.
That's crazy.
So there's your first Frank Miller, and I was going to leave you on a high note with another one. Oh God, that is pretty. Here's a Nazi about to get what he's got coming to him too. Human. So we, like I said, I have a great affinity for Nazis getting it. Now here it is. Here's what we'll leave with, a great Kubrick cover. Number 80.
Yeah.
I've never
That's
seen
awesome.
that beauty.
And
That just pops. That color
that
just
pops. Yeah, it pops. So anyway, we're
Johnny Cashwood, he's the only one.
what'd you say? Oh, well, you know what? The first Creature Commandos were also in Weird War.
Were they?
Yep.
Yes, they
Yeah.
were. Yes.
Yes, they were.
Sure.
So, who doesn't love Monkey Cell, baby?
Seen that one too. Yes. The
Jim
monkey
Starlin.
Yes. Yes.
Jim
Yes. Yes.
Wasn't that what was it? I can't remember all the stuff, but Carmine Infantino had that list.
Yes.
And it was like 8 things where he said it guaranteed if you put this on the cover, it will sell. And one of them was like gorillas or monkeys.
Monkey Cell, and here's first Creature Commandos.
There it is. Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I've got
What
the
issue?
beat
What
cover for
issue
that.
is that?
That's 93.
Oh, 93. I guess got to reprint that.
Now, see, I got this when I bought this was only $25, and I probably got it for 20 or less. But this was like this was a few years ago, so I'm sure it's gone up now with the Creature.
Yeah, that's changed. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but anyway, Weird War, cool title, cool books. You know,
Awesome stuff, Gary.
go get some. Yes, Starlin did a lot of great fun. But thanks for giving me the bonus time to show you a title that was, to show you horror stuff you haven't seen isn't easy. So I figured Weird War would be a title that you had not dipped your toes into deeply.
See what all your co-hosts are used to, but I'm not, and no one in the chat is that's just one run out of 60,000 books.
60,000 books.
You have.
I have.
So like you could literally do this just weekly on your show and probably not run out for a long time of all the different series, right?
Well, listen,
Every Saturday.
Dan has to keep me straight. I don't make records on what I've showed, and I go, Dan, have I done this? And Dan has a spreadsheet where he tells me if I've shown this title or that title. So, and then I'll take a run where I'll show a couple years of a run. I gave you a bunch of years of a run here, but sometimes I could do it. I mean, I've got complete runs of, I can't, it's not like I could show every FF, the complete run of FF in one night or all the Spider-Mans, but I can show the small.
I mean, you
part.
could.
Well, I could if we want to be here long enough. Since I have well, we're going to say my unbroken run of Spider-Man starts from, issue 1.
Don't forget Amazing Fantasy 15.
Yeah, say
And I do have
15
that too. Yep, I do have 15.
Well,
so.
I mean, what was it? Just 2 weeks ago, the one he did was he did a showcase showing the first appearance of all the members of the Legion of Superheroes.
Yes.
So, and it wasn't all in one book. So it's like, here's this one and this one.
Yeah, I know. I did that for Pam. I did that for Pam. And, it worked out because I happened to be moving those books around, the Adventures and the Superboys, and a lot of them were in there. So I got a goal that I think I have completed this year, Brandon. I think I have all the Legion appearances now.
Holy crap.
And I was telling Mark Nathan, who is the founder of the Baltimore Comic Con, when he was at the Big Lick Con here locally with us. And I said, yeah, I think I have all the Legion appearances. He said, do you? You have Lois Lane 50? I'm like, God damn it. What's in Lois Lane 50? And sure enough, there was a Legion appearance in Lois Lane 50 I didn't know about. And I had to buy a damn Lois Lane 50. So he got me with that because there's like 3 or 4 Jimmy Olsen Legion appearances, and I had to buy all those, but I didn't know about daggone Lois Lane 50. But
now,
my God.
And now he's got to complete Lois Lane.
Well, no, I am not going to complete Lois Lane. But
Lois Lane.
well, you know what?
He doesn't. You don't have Aquaman, do you, Gary?
No, he doesn't have Aquaman at all.
Listen, I have More Fun Comics 75, which is his 3rd appearance, and on the cover it says new Aquaman at the top, which was really cool. So I have More Fun 75, 3rd appearance of Aquaman. So I do have that, and I have More Fun. My oldest book is More Fun. Pam.
That's right. Long live my ring is
the Legion Flight Ring, baby.
My ring is over there.
Yep.
The Legion.
I have More Fun 50, which is my oldest book, and that's from 1939. Last year, I got a Grail book. If you give me 1 second, I'll show you something really cool. I just grabbed my Grail book is More Fun 60, and I got it last year. And a good buddy of mine, who I went to the Rosetta Museum with me, painted this beauty, which is a big which is a More Fun 60 reproduction that he made for me, and it glows in the dark, which is really cool. And so I have More Fun 60, More Fun 75, More Fun 83, and I just got in Baltimore More Fun 87, which was a Johnny Quick cover.
Nice. What's your longest run you have, and which one was the hardest to complete? Jabs wants to know.
Oh, hardest to complete. So the two that I'm most proud of that are hard to complete, I have a complete run of Brave and the Bold, 200 issues. I have a complete run of Showcase, which is only 104 issues, but good luck getting them. You know, so that was probably my hardest to complete Showcase. But
ton of first appearances there.
Yeah, absolutely. The House of Secrets was tough to get all those, but Showcase was probably my hardest one to complete. My longest run, I have every issue of Spider-Man, and that's 900 and something issues. I have, you know, all the Avengers, all the FFs. My Superman's my Superman and Batman. I have Superman, Batman, Action, and Detective. Those 4 series, I have unbroken runs from 1958 or 59 up. So I'm all the way back into the 50s of unbroken runs on those. So that's a lot of issues. So I guess I've got my detective. I think Superman I'm like 260 or Action 263 up, and I think Detective I'm 260 something up in there. So I have, that's probably what Action and Detective are at. What are they? 1100 now.
Detective is hitting 1100 next month.
Okay, so I've got
1099 just came out.
Yeah. Okay. So, right. Okay. So I've got like a 900, almost a 900 unbroken run of Detective. So, but Spider-Man's probably the most issues, and they were bi-weekly for a while, so that added them up. But Spider-Man's at 900 and something. So I guess that's the run I have, you know, the most volume of books since it's that many. So,
Damn.
Yeah, that's what happens when I started in 1974. Never collected. I tell people I never stopped for a day. A lot of people stopped collecting for a while because, you know, they got older, they went to school, whatever. I always had time for the 3 most important tenets in my life: comics, football, and most importantly, girls. So, you know, I made time for all 3 of those, and none of them had to take a back seat. So, you know.
Yeah, that's why when he found that girl that did the Super Bowl or the Super Pro cosplay.
Well, you know, she was in the lingerie league. It was great. So,
dude, it's always a story time with Uncle Gary, and that's what I love. And thank you, guys.
Story.
Thank you for that little showcase, and thank you guys for coming on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Always a blast to have you guys on. And tell the chat what you got going on in your channel tonight and beyond.
Oh, you're making me do it, Sal?
Yeah, let's do you.
Yeah, so
you're the master builder. You founded it.
Yeah, but I usually don't do a lot of the talking. I'm just the face. No, but right after this
is the money maker here.
Yeah, I just show up and we get these. No, but right after this, Brandon's gonna be joining us on Comics Unleashed directly after this stream ends. We're gonna be showing off everything that we picked up this week: pulls, back issues, slabs. Obviously, this, you know, Slabatorium guy right there is gonna have a few, hopefully.
And then
giveaway. And we're talking about our giveaway this month too, as well. And Uncle Gary's gonna have his showcase.
I don't even know what it'll be now. It was gonna be Weird War, but this became.
I figured that's what was gonna happen, so we're gonna give you an extra couple minutes to figure it out.
Yeah, so we'll figure what I can throw. I'll just grab something off the shelf.
Yeah, I love the fact there was one episode. I swear you not. There was one episode we were like, "You got a showcase?" He goes, yeah," and he went like this, and went like that, and went, "My showcase is ready." We're like, "What did you do?"
Look what he had. Like, he had the showcase ready, and then when somebody else mentioned, you know, like the tone coverage, he's like, "Oh, check this out," and he's just like, "Oh, I just got this here too." And it's like, what's within arm's reach? What piece of history does he just have within arm's reach of him?
Yeah.
It's a mystery.
It is.
It's a house of mystery.
But yeah, also we got a lot going on. For the rest of the week, like I said, every week podcast on Wednesdays, Thursdays comic character week. So if you guys don't know about a character that we're doing that week, learn something. It's a great time. It's a fun time.
We're doing the thing this week.
Yeah, this week is the thing.
Yep.
I keep forgetting if we're off this week because
We're doing
week. But we got the thing this week. Last week we covered Ultron, and then Saturday's Comics Unleashed with a bunch of other content we do from on the spots, going to different places, cons, comic shops. We don't stop.
Me and Sal just last night recorded an interview that went a little over 2 hours with Manu from 9.9 Newsstand.
Yes.
He's such a good guy too.
Yes.
He's such a cool guy. And most of it was us talking about PSA starting their grading and how that's going to affect the grading world, all the stuff that they're doing, and what's going to go on with them and CGC and all that. And then at the end, it was just talking about like nostalgia with comics and all kinds of stuff. Even after we ended the chat, we still talked to him for like 30-40 minutes.
We even talked about like console systems that we played on as well.
Yeah,
it's just snowballed after that.
And then when it ended, Sal was like, "Thank God I've had to go to the bathroom for the past hour and a half."
I did.
Speaking of go to the bathroom, I got to go to the bathroom myself too. So we're gonna
we're all gonna take a pee break and then
over to.
I'm gonna go eat ice cream because Jamie loves it when I eat food on camera.
There you go.
It's not me that cares. It was never me.
Thanks to the chat for showing up tonight, guys. Go sub these channels up. Links are in descriptions, and come on over to the Codex channel. We're going to Comics Unleashed.
Thanks for having us, man.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you,
Brother,
guys.
brother.
Thank you so much, guys.
Brandon. Thank you,
Thank
buddy.
you for having us. It was the last.
This won't be the last.
Yep.
Here we go.
All right.